Alright, we are back. Let's see. Tripod glue. Okay. So, we got these done. Let me see if I can get these. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can set the lighting up a little bit differently. I'll be on AFK for a few seconds. Okay, this should look a lot better actually. Oh yeah, that looked a lot better. Making like really see what I'm seeing now. Look at that. Lighting's a lot better now. It's not all covered in shadows because the lighting coming from this direction. I've got one light coming in from this direction, or more like this. One light coming in directly behind the camera. So that should look a lot better. Okay. Let's see, where were we? Oh, let's put a second coat of grace here. Alright. You can actually see what's happening. Crazy. Oh. I'll keep this one. Trying to figure out which brush I want to use. Okay. This bush is like a really crappy one. This is actually a bush I got from one of the, dirt painting set from Games Workshop. The Age of Sigmar one that gives you the Stormcast Eternal. That's the Sequitors. No, not right now. I have the list ready to go. I don't want to go through the effort of, putting supports on them. Because it takes, like, a couple of hours to do. At the very least. And that shit's boring. Wouldn't make for a good stream either. It's like really fucking tedious. Gotta be mindful of the way the camera actually is. Oh. By the way, I glued this guy's horn back on. Or antler, I guess. You know, I learned what the difference is recently between a horn and an antler. Turns out, antlers fall off every year and then grow back, but horns do not. If your horn breaks or falls off, it doesn't come back at all. So, pretty interesting. That's like the taxonomical difference between the two. Right. So you might be wondering like why we're painting these gray. The plan is that going forward we're going to glaze using Druki Violet and Lamia Medium to build up like a sort of color. So normally Druki would like go into the recesses, but what we're gonna do instead is glaze it, which is sort of like a light, really light color. I haven't actually seen, I've seen deer antlers that have been shed. I haven't seen a deer shed its antlers. Like, what do they look like? Is it like a... Oh, you're talking about the shedding, like the antlers themselves after they've shed. They rub up against stuff a lot? Okay. I mean, they don't they already kind of do that, though? No, well. I mean, like, that's kind of a, you know, a deer thing, I think. Although I suppose if it's because what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Probably in this case, I keep, like, so I have the tripod basically tilted over because the camera doesn't have one of those standard, like, what's it called? That's probably because the normal latency's on. I might just not have changed that. Let me see if that is the case. Yeah, it was. Okay, it should be back to normal now. Though, keep in mind that I might change the, might change the speed of the stream. We might get some lag. Because I do not have the best internet. I think I'm still on my synthwave music as well. Blade. Okay, and then for the grip, the weapon grips, I'm gonna do two different colors mainly. I'm gonna do silver for like the sort of like guard tier. Alright. And then I think I'm gonna do Incubi Darkness for the haft itself, this like pole that they're grabbing. I think, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do for the like weapon guard. Oh shit. Doesn't fully glued yet. Alright. Sorry about that. How's everybody else's day been? I've been seeing all the voter suppression that's been happening. Been at least 3 big cases that have happened about that, just today. Let's see, I think probably the biggest, most blatant one was California Republicans. Nice. The California Republicans set up fake ballot boxes. Just straight up fake ballot boxes. They're not like, you know, there's like no oversight to them, no official anything. They're just like fake ballot boxes. Nobody knows, you know, whether the votes are gonna be tallied or anything like that. So if you like turned in a vote to one of these ballot boxes, you just straight up just probably lost that vote. And your vote has been stolen from you. Which is fucking disgusting. The other big one was in Texas. The governor recently ruled there that there would only be one ballot box. So, their justification for it, because they're not denying that they did it, but their justification for it is that it, so recently the California government, made like a law recently, that allowed people to give their vote, to another person, like give their ballot to another person to be turned in. So, like, if like a church group is coming up and down the street, you know, you can give them the ballot and they'll turn it in for you. So that way you don't have to, like, risk going to a COVID-infected area. The California government just allowed that, much to the dismay of the Republican politician. So they set up these ballot boxes, and their justification that they are just following those rules, that they'll be turning in the vote for those people that bring their ballot to... Why did I just fucking grab that? To these fake ballot boxes. I feel like I don't have to mention why that's an incredibly stupid, everything. If whole districts are missing, yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, they're incredibly, like, not, you know, well, it depends. If the initial, like, vote count, just from, like, without, you know, voting by mail, favors Trump, it's entirely possible that the Republican Party will just be like, they'll only count, like, day one. Oh, sure, yeah, no. I mean, I think it's more to just, like, try and hamper as much as they can the numbers, because, like, a sheer numbers victory is what, you know, is needed. Like, Trump can maybe pull off, like, essentially a coup, if it's, you know, like, 1 or 2 percentage points different, but if there's, like, you know, several, like, if there's, like, a 10 million vote difference, it's not gonna matter. It's just, like, there's nothing he can do about that. Which is why we all need to vote, A. But B, which is why voter suppression in any case is not good. And even if it doesn't help Trump, or even if it did help Biden, it wouldn't be a good thing. You know, we don't want suppression of the vote. We want a fair and equal democracy. So that's kind of like, I don't know, man. Texas, though, the one ballot box in Texas per county, that is absolutely going to have an impact. I was just gonna say, so California doing the whole fake ballot box. Texas is only allowing one ballot box per county. Per county in Texas. And the Texas Supreme Court ruled that it's okay. 3 of those judges were appointed by Trump, by the way. It's like, Texas is a swing state this year. Texas could go either way. It's like dead even in Texas right now. You know. And if there's like the most populous areas, like that's what's swinging the vote in Democrats' favor. You know, places like Dallas, Houston, Austin, these places that are like really populated. Because the more urban a place is, the more Democratic it is. Just like it's more Democrat leaning. Because it's more diverse there. But all of these places are like, you know, those are what's swinging the vote. But if they only have one ballot box, like for the entire city, you know, that bottlenecks the vote there. Which is bonkers. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter too much. I mean, it'll affect like some people who live in massive counties that are super rural, that they have to like drive 3 hours to just to vote. But those counties are already pretty, you know, so widespread then, and the people there are so rural that You know, they don't need to worry about it bottlenecking. Anywhere here? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but we have more than one battle box per county. I mean, most of us do. I think Milwaukee has like 5 total in the entire city. Or maybe 5 polling stations. I think that was it. It's like 5 polling stations. Oh wait, no, that'd be 5 battle boxes. Yeah, I think Wassa has 4. Oh shit. Just docked myself. Oops. Yeah, I think mine has 4. Yeah. But like, yeah, clipping ship, boys. Here we go. Alright, big forehead moment. Well, like I was saying, shit. What was I fucking saying there? Oh, but Milwaukee is a massive city. Like, it's one of the biggest cities in the state, right? It's got 5 battle boxes total, including the suburbs. That's nuts, you know, that, like, how many, you know, how long you're gonna have to wait to put in the vote. Speaking of wait time, Georgia just opened up their early voting. Like, there were like 5-hour line. You know, people were waiting for just hours, just standing in line out, like, you know, near a mile out, like, outside the, you know, polling station, just waiting to vote. Because Georgia's made it, like, so hard to vote early, apparently. It takes, like, a ton of... What, the Milwaukee thing or the Georgia thing? But, I mean, yeah, like, right? Compared to my city, like, though, for reference, I'm gonna try and not dox myself again. My city is a city, but it's, like, fairly small for, like, a city. It's somewhere kind of like between like a big Midwestern city, I suppose. Maybe we'll go with that. It's got 2 like community colleges, and it's not like huge, but it's got about 100,000 people in it, maybe 150,000. Milwaukee's like got millions, right? Like, actually, let's look at the population of Milwaukee. Milwaukee is 500,000. I mean, that's well over double, and they only get 1 more extra battle box. Like, what the fuck is that shit? It's also much more densely populated. There's like a huge urban center in Milwaukee, or like a large urban part of Milwaukee. My city doesn't really have that. Alright. It should be dry by now, yeah? Okay. Let's do the halves. I wanted to break out the Incubi Darkness, didn't I? That's just like real dark blue grayish. I'm gonna do that for the half here. That sound good? And if we don't like it, which we might not, if we don't like it, we'll redo it in a different color, but I don't know what yet. to me. No. I have no need for not food. I have a need for incubi darkness. I have a need for incubi darkness. I don't really have a desperate need for incubi yet. I do still have the wet palette, but I'm not using it because I'm lazy. Got him! Oh yeah, I think this will look good. Give it kind of like a evergreen kind of look, you know what I mean? Like a pine look. Pine leaves, maybe? No, mostly because I don't think I can. The normal system of the battle can't take flamers. The only one that would be able to is... Actually, no. Maybe they could. Oh, motherfucker. Oof. We're good. By the way, you see this effect where you can still see sort of the, you can maybe still see sort of the, like, light, spray from the zenithal highlight? That is similar to what will be the effect that we'll be getting with, glazing. Just so we're aware. Oh wait, this is the battle team. No, I don't think I'll be able to, run Flamer. Maybe I can? I don't know. You may. If I can, I might, trade one of the Bolter sisters for a Flamer instead. I get that as best I can without fucking it up. Gotta get real fucking close to the chest piece there. I like this color. I think it looks pretty good, actually. Just appear you can take a gunner designation. Okay. So how many points does that add, though? That's sort of the question there. Suppose if it only adds 5, I can do that. Or even less than. Okay, I might be able to do that. I would have to do some kit bashing, though, because I'll have to print out the model and then print out the flamer model and sort of like mash the two together in a way that looks somewhat aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, I'll probably switch one of the battle sisters into a gunner and take the flamer. What does the flamer do, right? It auto hits, right? From a certain distance. Could you just kit bash on the... Are you a flamer bit? Okay. Maybe. I don't know. Hold on. Is that part of the hat? Oh, it is. Okay. This is. Motherfucker, how did I do that? And it's not the color we're gonna glide on. The color we're gliding on is different. Oh, I see. The brush had next to by darkness on it. Right. So yeah, the voter suppression thing, and then there's also the Amy Coney Barrett? That's her name, right? I don't actually know. the Supreme Court nominee, who it sounds like is actually kind of a fucking psycho. I don't know. She's a Catholic judge, you know. But no, I don't actually know anything about her. I do know that her hearing is going on. And unfortunately, my mom, who is a lawyer, has not been following it, because she doesn't want to be, like, depressed, by the news and stuff, which I get. So I don't actually have, like, any input onto her legal history or anything, outside of what Twitter has told me. And Twitter told me, that she's not, people are interested in, like, being a good person. At least as we would consider a good person to be. If that makes sense. Probably doesn't, because I tend to ramble. Feels like the opening of the fucking My Hero Academia theme. No, lost it. It doesn't anymore. Shit, I haven't had the model in view. Alright. Again, we gotta be real careful with the outside here. Apparently Incubi Darkness is one of the colors that people like to use as a base coat. I've only just recently gotten it, so this is actually, I think, my first time cracking it open. I like it. I think it's a good color. I think it's a nice, like, cool, sort of really dark color. Imagine if you, like, coat it with, or if you put a shade wash and oil on it, it looks like oil dark. Hello. Nye. Big ass burritos are good shit. Oh, we were actually talking about voter suppression, and my Sister the Battle kill team that I haven't printed off yet. Speaking of which, voter suppression, I heard California got some voter suppression shit going on. I'm turning normal latency back on because it sounds like there's some lag. We were talking about California, Texas. Yeah. That's what I was talking about, California. Texas has got some stuff. Georgia, apparently, I don't know if it's any specific policies, but they had, like, real long-ass lines. And then my home state, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, the city of Milwaukee, has, like, 5 ballot boxes for the entire city. Oh, look how these turned out, by the way. Yeah, I know, right? Texas, the thing they did in Texas was, the governor declared that there's only, like, one ballot box per county. And it's Texas, you know, one of the biggest states in the country. Got some big-ass counties. Got some real, condensed-ass counties, like, you know, Dallas and Austin and Houston, where, you know, it's a big city. Oh, I heard it wasn't struck down. I heard it was, kept up by a court. But maybe it was struck down. If it was, then, you know, good, and I suppose never mind. If it wasn't, fuck them. Yeah, and then, Virginia had a thing. So apparently, like, one of the wires was accidentally broke, and their entire, like, early registration mainframe went down on the last day. And I say accidentally with, like, the biggest air quotes I've ever air quoted, because holy shit, that's a fucking coincidence. Yeah, okay. I think it was the, overturning. Okay, actually, I'm gonna look it up, just to double check. Not enough people do this, I think. Not enough people just look up shit, you know? Look it up for ourselves. Texas, voting, ballot, board. Okay. The U.S. Appeals Court sided with Texas on one per county ballot drop-off. Okay, so it looks like they initially decided it was struck down by a Texas court, and then a U.S. Appeals Court has overturned that striking down, so they still have, one ballot per county. Unless I misread that, and I might have misread that, let me... Democrats that Governor Greg Abbott ordered could suppress voters. The 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals disagreed, saying, "One strains to see how it burdens voting at all." That's some bullshit yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's some real bullshit. One ballot box per county. And I mean, it's not the only way to vote in Texas, but still, you know, it's voter suppression. It doesn't matter if, like, you know, if it's making it harder for people to vote, it's voter suppression, just period. This is, like, still blatant voter suppression. Yeah, Milwaukee only has 5 for the entire city. The city has, like, you know, 500,000 people in it. So, you know, You only have to wait until 100,000 other people vote before you get to vote. That's all. You know how it is. Yeah. Democracy, everybody. That's what we live in. Man, tonight's gonna be some real doom of fuel, isn't it? Maybe I should look for something that's, like, actually fucking good and inspiring and not, you know, gonna doomify us into, oh yeah, you know, cause it helps them, you know? The more, Democrats that vote, the more people that vote, cause Democrats, I think, currently outnumber Republican, like, voters, by at least, I think, 10% of the population, maybe. I don't know, there's a pretty, like, sizable gap between Democrats and Republican, like, population. Really the only thing that's been keeping them in the game still, the Republicans that is the Electoral College and rampant voter suppression. Otherwise they, like, wouldn't have, you know, a president. Ever. I think the last time they won the popular vote was in 2004 with an incumbent president. Oh yeah. Did you see their justification for it? I explained it a little bit earlier on stream, but holy shit, is their justification really dumb. Loving this game. True. Can't be a doomer if you're gaming. Physically impossible. You can't be a gamer or doomer. You're either one or the other. Oh wait, this game? Oh. We're just playing by the Democrats. Yeah. You know. The Democrats said we can, you know, hand them to people and they can vote for us. So that's what we're doing. By setting up a fake ballot box that looks official. And not disclosing what we're doing with the people who vote into those ballot boxes. And, you know, having no oversight whatsoever. And, you know, tricking people into voting for these ballot boxes, you know how it is. Can't even really blame them, you know. Rise up gaming, yeah man. Rise up gaming. Except not the subreddit. That one got banned for them being a Nazi hole. Which is a shame, because it was a great satire, sub, back in the day. I was one of those, boomers that was around when it was formed. I think it was formed off of, like, just neckbeard things, or, nice guys. Both of which are subs I follow because, you know, cringe is what I crave, and I can never have enough of it. We're almost done with this Incubi Darkness. I think it's kind of the only thing I'm using it for this, on this model, or on these models, plural. Yeah. We're getting close to finishing these up, actually. I think it's mostly just the glazing. And I think we'll kind of have to redo the underbike a bit because quite a bit of other paint's gotten on it. Swear to God. Oh no. Oh no. Swear to God. In Minecraft, of course. Yeah, man, it sounds like death models have like a real fucking problem with it. Night Haunt especially. Which makes them a pain in the ass to put them together. Fucking voice crack, oof. What am I, fucking 12? Like jamming the fucking model up into the face. See, I don't have this problem. Because I'm not a nerd who plays death. I don't know what you're saying what to. I said like 14 different things in the past 2 minutes. Putting together my goal team. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. It has one contact point? Really? That's the dumbass shit. The Ghoul King, what the fuck? Feel bad, man. Totally, it does. Yeah, no, I don't disagree. God, what did I do? I rubbed off some paint. My big fat finger. Oh no. Oh god, oh fuck. The biggest oofus. Am I holding too close to the camera now? I think I have been. Oh shit! Thank you for that. And don't mind that. I just, accidentally slid the tripod up the edge of the table. Oh, Tim the Skeleton. Didn't you, use the bottom half of him to make, the White King? Thanks. Oh, by the way, this is the effect that you get with dry brushing on the bronze look. Like, that's kind of effect that you get when you dry brush. Yeah. I think Stream just caused me dropping my camera off the edge of the table. Listen, surprisingly, it's only happened once in the several streams that I've done now, so I think it's forgivable. You know what's funny? All the fear-mongering the Republican Party does about voter fraud, and yet when you actually take a look at it, sure does seem like they're the one kind of doing it all. And kind of the only one doing it. Doesn't really seem like anybody else is doing the voter fraud, you know? At least not like voter fraud. More like, you know, one or two. True, I suppose, yeah, true. Projection is kind of a, conservative mindset, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how you describe it, but you are correct in that assessment. Still. Alright, I think we're gonna wait for those to dry. I think I like how the Incubi Darkness turned out. I might use it a lot more. Like I said before, I only got it recently, so it's kind of more like a first try. But I like it. Like, it looks real nice. I think that would look good on the Seraphon that I have. Yeah. Oh, I was going to last stream, but I didn't want to get to. I was going to talk about the game from Sunday. Because I played Age of Sigmar again with the mod, Matt. He played Death Alliance called Legions of Sacrament, and I played a Cities of Sigmar alliance called Living City. That's the army that you kind of been seeing me paint. We didn't get to do a full 5 rounds, did we? We got to what, 4.5? And if we, because we ended right then, I like eked out a win based on how many models. Yeah, for sure. But like, I mean, if you like, I mean, let's look it up right now. You know, what is the rate of like gerrymandering between Republicans and Democrats. Up here's a Business Insider article. Actually, an Associated Press, maybe. Oh my God! Fuck off with these ads. I don't care. All right, different site because I don't want to deal with ads. I'm like fairly certain that it. So that was saying that article that I was trying to read was saying that Republicans benefit from it more than Democrats do, at least in the last race. But Okay, here we go. Mother Jones, I don't actually know. Okay. I mean, yeah, it benefits Republicans more, which is... okay, there was serious gerrymandering in one Democrat state, which is Illinois. There's serious gerrymandering in 6 Republican states. Yeah, like it seems like a benefit. That is pretty funny. Well, we shouldn't be afraid because voter fraud doesn't lead to death of people. Usually, it can indirectly, I suppose. Should be worried about COVID, though. Because COVID is dangerous, boys and girls, and everyone in between. Alright. Let's do the metallics for the blah blah blah. Fuck, I can't speak. Not good. Can't speak. Bringing out our favorite boy, Lead Belcher, yet again. Coming at you from the paintbrush. Fucking... There we go. I mean, you know, the Republican Party's also bitched and moaned about the war on Christmas. Which, I'll be honest, I fucking wish was happening, but no. Like, Christmas is still a pretty big fucking thing in America. I say I wish it was happening in that, like, I wish, you know, we stopped caring about, like, fucking Christmas so much, you know. I think it's way overrepresented in media and shit. To see a reduction, and it would be nice. So I'm painting this in a base of Lead Belcher, and then I'm going to be edge highlighting and layering with more like silvery colors. That's why it's going to look like real dark right now. The end result won't, don't worry. Sound like Tommy talked to me. Oh shit! She found me out! Ah! You're right. You got me. I'm a commie. Send me to the firing squad, boys and girls. And everyone in between. I'm a filthy fucking red. Shit. Be more fucking careful with this brush. Oh yeah? I'll just find out. That's about it. Nice. You said you were putting a... You're gonna try and like magnetize the vampire dragon and Terrorgeist head, and then the riders as well. So you could switch out between the Ghoul King on a Terrorgeist and the Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon, right? Oof. By the way, I did like a test list because I wanted to see, you know, point-wise, what I could do if I was you and I dropped Arcane from my list. I'm gonna be real with you, I think dropping Arcane is worth it. Like, I don't know, he doesn't seem to bring enough to your battlefield, dude. Like, you can get like 2 models, you can get 2 more units out of, you know, end up buying another soon enough. Oof. You can get like 2 whole units out of dropping Arcane, and that's like more, you know, meat for the meat grinder that I can't, you know, that I have to like burn through before, you know, I can even pose a threat to the rest of your heroes. Or you could invest in a cheaper, you know, hero model. So I don't know, I think dropping Arcane from your list is worth it. In this case. I don't know, if there was like another elite death option that isn't Ossiarch Bone Reaper, or Flesh Eater Course, and Arcane was available for that, it might be worth it. I just don't think he's worth it in your current list. Speaking of which, you could run double Vampire Lord, that is a replacement. You could also just run like more units, like more more shaft, you know? Like, yeah, you could run that, or you could run, like, just more shaft, or you could do one Vampire Lord, one more Vampire Lord, and, also run, like another, small unit, like maybe Skeletons, or another Direwolf, something like that. I don't know. Just my opinion. I just feel like you're not getting enough out of Arcane to be worth like 360 points. You could add another set of Spirit Host. Just straight up. I think I went like 3 Spirit Hosts. Like 30 Graveguard, 40 Chain Wrath, and 2 different Horde. And like, I don't know, seems like it, and at least 1 unit of Direwolf. And then like, I think the same hero list that you ran last game, including the Canary. And I just dropped Arcane. And like, I don't know, I feel like you get a lot more value for your buck there, or bang for your buck there. You know, 30 Graveguard is a lot of bodies to have on the field. Including 40 Chain Wrath, I mean, that's nuts, you know. You're gonna really, like, do a lot of bogging down with that. No, it's just me. And I mean, obviously that is a lot of models that you have to paint at some point. And obviously you don't have graveyards. Although I did show you that one that would make for a good proxy, right, that I could print off. I don't know. Like, as it currently is, death for the most part, unless it's Osteoarch Bone Reaper, is pretty horde-like. So, you kinda gotta play within that, to, you know, have it be, like, viable. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's your choice. You know, you don't have to drop Arcane if you really don't want to. Also, if you dropped him, you could change to a different Legion. That's better. What are the other two? There's Blood and Night. Oh, and there's also Grief. That's the Night Haunt. Wait. I actually don't know what Grief is. Grief is Night Haunt, right? And like Ghost and shit. Banshee, what the fuck they're called? I don't know. So, yeah, I feel like that might be like a better option for your army in general. Although I could also be biased in that I just don't want to like fight Arcane and a stupid bullshit Curse of Years spell. Fuck that spell, by the way. It's garbage and I hate it. It just like basically instant kill the model. Real fucking nasty. Or not even like a model, like one of my like heroes. They can just like instant kill a hero if you want to. Real fucking disgusting. And not just like, you know, a piddly little 5 wounds hero. He can kill like pretty much anything if you really wanted to. And if you fucking roll the 9 for it, or more, you get to cast it twice, or whatever. But like, I feel like you just, you know, like you're banking a lot of your army strategic value off of that ability. And that ability only comes up, you know, every so often. Is it really worth it if that's the case? I don't know. We'll just have to see, you know. Oh, in case we're wondering what we're doing with the horns, I do have a plan for those. So for the Hunt Master, the guy that I'm currently painting, we are going to... Hold on. So we are going to paint the horn gray, the same like gray that we've done for the skin and shit. And basically do what we were doing with skin to that. But for these two back here, the regular Kurnoth Hunters, we are going to paint them brown and do the leaves. We're not going to do the layering and dry brushing that we did with the rest of them. Just because I'm lazy like that. And also just because I don't, you know that didn't look that good. It'll mostly get covered up by the green foliage anyway. So, you know how it is. So I'm almost finished with the metal guards here. And then we're going to start glazing. And I'm a little nervous to start glazing because I don't normally do a lot of glazing. Just a area that I don't have a lot of expertise in. And we're gonna have to mix some paint to do it as well. Or well, mixed paint and medium. Which is, you know, can be a little bit rough if you're not like used to it, or if you don't know what you're doing. Which I don't. So. Okay. Let's let that dry. Oh boy, what other topics have happened today? Let's do something. Let's look for something that isn't like depressing, you know. I'm sure there's got to be a topic out there. No triggering. Trying to figure out my army. Oh no, have I fucked it up? Oh, for reference, I think I also dropped the endless spell. Just because I don't think endless spells are usually worth it. Unless you've got like really good casters. Alright. Let's check my Twitter and see if like any new big news has happened since starting the stream. Alright, China's telling the US to leave international waters. Oh boy, what'd we do? Alright. Let's do what this is. The US cruiser was patrolling international waters. Oh boy. Oh, so it's actually the Chinese being actual, you know, fucking assholes. Okay. The US, China. I thought we were looking for, you know, news that aren't fucking doom-modifying. You know what I mean? Are there any, like, good news? Fuck me, are there any good news today? Oh, I have the stream, I'm gonna change the latency. Oh, wait, no. I have it on normal latency still, huh. Okay. Uplifting news. I don't know, uplifting news is kinda... Let's see. Actually, no, I don't want to be on my Reddit while I'm streaming. Uplifting news always makes me, like, kinda actually a little bit depressed because, like, a lot of the, like, uplifting news, quote-unquote, is, like, stuff that, you know, like a reaction to the shitty shit that people deal with on a normal, everyday basis. So, like, you know, a kid being given, like, $500 for being nice or whatever the fuck. like, that happened, you know, and it's a happy story, but that kid, you know, that kid had a fucking, you know, it turns out the kid was, like, deep in fucking, poverty or whatever, like, the kid's family deep in poverty, and, like, that $500 is what they needed to, you know, pay for trace their whole up. Okay. I mean, they did do, like, pretty good broadcasting trace. So, if you, I mean, still playing Legion of Sacrament, you could still do that with the new army. Plus you have, oh wait, I don't know. I don't know what the battalions for death are like. You could maybe make like a battalion out of the stuff I suggested. Let's quit wasting time. Let's get to fucking glazing these things. Like a fucking donut, you know? That's what I am. I'm a donut. Alright. So I kinda know what I'm supposed to do, but not really. Okay. So let's see how this turns out. I've never used Lamy in medium before, so I don't know how to like actually work it. It might turn out that I fuck it up completely. Battalions are not great. So you saying they're not like worth it, or you saying they're too hard to make? Or both. Both are a possibility. Okay. Okay. Got Lamy and medium on the tip of my brush. Now I'm gonna grab some Druchii Violet, and I'm gonna try not to spill either, because fuck me, that would be a total waste of money and resources. Try and mix it onto the wet palette. And close both so that I don't, you know, even if I knock them over, I don't spill them. Alright, let's see how this turns out. I'm all nervous, guys, because I don't know what I'm doing exactly. Alright. Okay. You want maybe a little bit too much shade on it, I think. Because it's still a lot of it's still trying to go into like the recesses, you know. But this is like what a glaze looks like, if done properly. Or maybe this is what a glaze should look like if it's done properly. You can like barely sort of see it, you know. It's meant to be subtle, it's not meant to like change a whole lot. And let's try it on the underside, which was a fair bit darker. Yeah, I think I didn't add enough Lamy and medium to this. It kind of sort of acted more like shade than a glaze. Well, not entirely, you know. And it's not like I hate it. We will be building that up, but we are going to need to wait for it to dry first. Fuck me, I wish, you know what I really wish? I wish Citadel paint had like a, bigot, you know? Sort of like Vallejo paints do. Like the pastas, they are like really fucking bad for like dropping paint onto a wet palette, and you're like supposed to paint this stuff with a wet palette. Or they recommend using a wet palette. Fuck me, it's like real fucking annoying, you know. Oh yeah, do you see this look right here? This is kind of the look we're, kind of the look we're gonna go for. Well, like we built it up a little bit, and it starts to look kind of darker on toward the edges, or toward the tip. That's kind of what we're going for. Just buy drop a bottle. I don't fucking wanna! I mean, I could. I do have a 1 or 2 empty dropper bottle. You know, I don't want to have to buy dropper bottles, dude. That's fucking lame, you know? Again, this is my supreme laziness coming out, but, you know. Why should I have to buy a product, you know? A separate product from the product that I'm already getting, you know? You know. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, Lamy and medium look like, some other shit. That I probably can't say on stream. Cause it would get me banned. Even if I am a small nobody channel. But fuck me, it really does look like it. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like it quite a bit. Yikes. Listen. I don't actually have a defense for myself. It looks a lot like it, alright? Wait, actually, I'm pretty sure I can say it if I, like, declare myself an 18 up channel. Right? Maybe. I don't know what Twitch will do. Who reads the fucking old? Who follows the fucking old? You know what I mean? Fuck following the old. That shit for fucking lamos. Who aren't any fun, you know? I feel like I might mix this wrong, but I don't know, I'm liking the look. I think it looks alright. Slippery slope, literally. Oof. Listen, a slippery slope is a fallacy. I will not abide by any of these fucking fallacies in my chat. Alright. Oh wait, I can't ban any of my mod. I may run Blood Knight. Oh shit. Can you get Blood Knight? I mean, that's the question, really. Aren't they like $100 for a fucking 5 models of Blood Knight? Oh, you're gonna have me print him off. He's gonna have me print him off, isn't he? You can choose between Nagash or Blood Knight. There is no other option. You don't get to choose both. Alright. I don't know how these are turning out quite yet. Joey's still out. Do you think I've mixed them fairly well? Yeah, like, see, that looks pretty good. Although it's a little bit faint. I might want to mix them more out, actually. Too dark, too dark. Too much. Yeah. Well, these are meant to be, like, really fucking subtle. I don't even know if they, like, make glaze paint anymore. Shout out my local plastic crack dealer. You are correct. I am your local plastic crack dealer. You know what, if I'm allowed to say that, I'm allowed to say other shit, you know? If I'm allowed to call myself a crack dealer, I feel like I'm allowed to say, you know, anything. Look at this. Look at this and tell me it does not look like fucking... You know what I'm talking about. You know. Look at this shit. You know. You fucking know. Don't lie to me. You know what this looks like. It doesn't feel like it, though. That's it. I peaked in comedy. That right there was the height of my comedic career. I can say nothing more. For fear of failure. Much as I love the look of these sides, I should have gone for the Great Sword. For these guys. Or maybe the Great Bow. No, I don't know. I mean, these guys are like really nice and they're super versatile. Vampire on horse models. I found actually... Do you think this would work? I mean, obviously there's quite a bit of misprint on this, but do you think this would work? You'd need to rebase it. And I can only print out like this specific model. I know I have the file on my computer, I just have to find it. So even if you can't like find it online, I have it, so don't worry about that. Okay. So now that we're finishing this up, glaze as the shade takes quite a while to fucking dry, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit before we get to doing these again. Another fucking... Add some more. I'll make it a little bit darker. Okay. Maybe? Yeah, I don't know. If you wanted like a vampire on a horse, I think that might also work good. It's not really a vampire, it's more like a headless horseman, kind of undead, sort of generic undead kind of deal. But I don't know, it might work for you. Ah, good old water. And by water I mean, orange soda. They're called Soul Blight now because, Games Workshop really hate, not being able to copyright their fucking, things. So they changed the name to Soul Blight. Manfred and Neferata still exist. The Blood Knight still exists. I'll admit I don't know a whole lot about, like, vampires and undead. They don't have the same, like, thematic element that they used to. But a lot of the lore of the old world is still pretty canon. So, like, Manfred, becoming a vampire is still canon. Neferata being the first vampire is still canon. And they still have lived those lives, but I don't think they remember them, like, at least not fully. Yeah, I don't remember, like, what the vampire counts were like in the old world, and I don't know what they're like now. I do know that if they don't drink blood, after enough time they become ghouls, and, like, get the whole ghoul, delusion part. Manfred is more type of blood. Neferata is night, I think. Yeah. Not a whole lot changed, like, gameplay wise, I don't think. I think the biggest, yeah, I think they're part of the Flesh Eater Court delusion as well. At least some of them, not all. Yeah, and like I said, they become ghouls if they don't have enough if they don't, like, consume after a long enough time. So they, like, become crates and shit. Yeah. I wouldn't mind that. I think that'd be pretty cool. I feel like that'd get a lot of people into AOS. And, like, a lot of people I think that play Total War Warhammer 2 and 1, didn't ever really play, Warhammer Fantasy Battles. I think they just played the Total War game and gotten into the lore that way. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Because I feel like you can just largely ignore, like, Age of Sigmar largely ignore, like, the end time shit. Except, that most of, like, the named characters at the time, or, like, the very end of the end time, became God in the new, Age of Sigmar, world. You can largely, like, just ignore the end times and not have to deal with it and just say Chaos 1. And Sigmar created a new world. But yeah, like, no, it'd be sick to see, like, Stormcast Eternal. I think the only problem is that, Age of Sigmar is a lot, like, smaller, usually, in terms of, like, models on the field. Like, a typical Stormcast army will have, like, 50 models at most. Or, like, on average, I think maybe 50 models. If it's, like, a big Stormcast army. And, like, some of the elite armies are gonna be, like, you know, 20 or less models. Like the Ogre Kingdom, Ogre Martribe, sorry. Ogre Martribe has like, you know, an average of like 20 models per army. Or even like a 2,000 point army. And that can be like really, you know, detrimental if you're playing a game based around like big army. Yeah, you know. And I imagine they wouldn't use like all the factions. But no, like seeing Idonet Deepkin and like Luminous Realm Lords and like Stormcast Eternals and Fire Slayers. And then obviously they can port over the like the old world stuff in the form of Cities of Sigmar, and like all the death stuff. I think it'd be pretty cool. I'd like to see that. You know, I don't know. I mean, obviously there's gonna be a lot of people who will hate that change, but then they can just keep playing Warhammer 2. You know, they don't need to play fucking. Yeah, for sure. You know, being able to mix and match armies from other factions, that'd be really interesting to see. That's like a big thing in Age of Sigmar. You don't have to like play. Like, let's say you wanted to play like Stormcast Eternals. Stormcast Eternals allied with almost every other Order faction. You can just put them in your army. I guess there's another way. So like, again, City of Sigmar is the big one. You can like put all the old world factions together in one, you know, in a big ally. But then you can also add in Stormcast Eternal. And then if you're playing Living City like I do, I'm gonna add in Sylvaneth. And if you're playing, I think it's Hallowheart, you can add in Caradron Overlord, which are like the flying, maybe, maybe, yeah, no, it might break Moral Empire. I don't remember how Moral Empires works anymore. That's like the big, you know, the full world map, right, where like every faction is playing, you know, as a NPC or the computer or whatever, and then you're playing whatever faction you want to play. Right. Okay. And then all the factions from both games are playable, are in the game, right? Shit, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't really be able to port over like the map from Warhammer 1 and 2. They just have to port over like the unit, or the models or whatever. So like all the Elven models would look the same, all the like you still have like Lion Rangers. Oh, I looked, by the way, because I was curious. As it turns out, as long as units still have point value in the newest General's Handbook, it is still legal to play. So you could still play like the Elven Sky Chariots, or the Lion Rangers, or I think the Bolt Throwers have a... No, I don't think Bolt Throwers do, but like Dragon Princes, you can play all of them. So that's pretty cool. The only issue that like they haven't been updated in years so they might like suffer from power creep. And they don't like have much synergy with a lot of the other things. Like Lion Rangers only have 2 units. But I think it might also be the case for the Tomb Kings and Death. I'm gonna look up the rules for Grand Alliance Death and see if Tomb Kings are still playable. They might be. It'll take a long time to load, fuck. That'll take a while for me to get back to you on that. Maybe not. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, that sucks. Oh well. Yeah, Tomb King models are not playable. Although I imagine that's mostly just because they don't have any, like, players. It is? What are their voice? Sorry, what are their voice calls? You know? Okay. Match Day and they are still playable. So if you have Tomb King models, you could play them. And Age of Sigmar. Use the old one. Oh, from, like, Warhammer Fantasy Battles? Really? Okay. I believe if that is the case, Bretonia models are also still playable. Fat Shark? Is that a game developing studio? Okay. There's a Vermintide. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, no, like yeah, like Age of Sigmar where you're playing, you know, like a character from all of the Order, action against, like, you could still do a Vermintide, like, AOS game, that would that would work. You could do one for like death or whatever, or even chaos in general. Can maybe get away with destruction, like orcs or something. Yeah, I think the aesthetic would look a little bit different. It'd be like slightly more high fantasy than like the sort of like gritty, medieval kind of look that you got in the Vermintide game. Yeah, no, that'd be pretty cool. Before I forget, I'm gonna put some normal oil on the stuff that I did earlier. Here it is. I'm gonna put glass in the silver part. I'm gonna put, careful not to spill my normal oil too, so I'm gonna close it. Oof. Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, that's perfectly understandable even for not wanting to, like, change up your army too much, you know? Cause, like, you know, not everybody has, like, a ton of money that they can just blow on models. In fact, I would say most people don't. Most people live paycheck to paycheck, you know? Which sucks. We need to do something about that, so that more people can buy plastic crack. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Obviously, if you're, you know, getting them through me, there'd be a massive discount, especially if you're rigging them. There'd be a massive discount for that. I might do it for you even for a few of the models. Like if you get me like plenty of models or whatever to print off, and then, you know, some for myself, some for you. Absolutely, I'd do it for you for free. Yeah, that should look good once that's dry. Kind of using a bit of a small brush for this. Maybe I should be using a bigger one. But I think I overloaded the brush. It looked way too dark. Alright, man, I'm fucking hungry. I should have had something to eat before I started streaming. Like at the same time, it's midnight and I don't want to wake up people in my family, you know. Oh, I don't even... There's a bit here in the middle, actually, of the model that I have no clue what I'm gonna do. Totally forgot that those existed there. Yeah, I have no clue what I'm gonna paint those. Might do purple as well? Maybe? Like, I don't know. Okay. Should we all gloss? And then we'll also do non-oil, just regular non-oil for the half of the weapon. The inky by dark type stuff. And that should turn like a really dark green. We're gonna let them dry for a little bit, quick, before we keep moving on. Drying is kind of the sort of name of the game with these, with painting in general. I don't notice it usually, just because, like, I don't know, I'm not usually on, like, a time limit, or, like, keeping watch of my time. But obviously with streaming, we're gonna, obviously with streaming, we gotta kind of normally be doing something, though I am hungry and I kind of do have to go to the bathroom, so I think I'm gonna pause the stream for right now. Alright, I am back. I thought you hated... What's the one that you hated? You Shane Wrath. I know that. Grim Geist? No. Something Geist, right? Oh, I grabbed some chips, by the way. So now I'm gonna munch on those. Don't mind me, keep munching on chips. Oh, Glaive Wraith, those are the ones I'm thinking of. What are the ones with like the horse heads or whatever? Alright, I've had 3 ships. Time to keep going. Okay. Yeah, let's keep doing, build hang green. Glaive Wraith. Yeah, Glaive Wraith. Okay. The Glaive Wraith is the ones that you don't like. Okay. For whatever reason, I was thinking it was, Grimghast. Brush a little bit more. Not sure how much I needed. Trying my best to keep the camera, and keep these in, view of the camera. But I like to move my models around a lot while I'm painting, so I can get like a whole, sense of scale of like what's going on, and like anything I've missed, that kind of stuff. So I do apologize. It should be a little bit better once like I moved a smaller model that I'm able to put them on the stand, and that way I don't have to like move them all over the place and like in front of the camera, or like have the base in front of the camera like that. But until then, we are almost done with that, So until that point, we'll just have to keep doing it like this. Trying to be real careful again with the pots of paint, because I don't want another debacle like the last time I used a liquidy paint. I spilled it all over the fucking table and lost a good $5 of paint. Keep moving it out of the goddamn way. Okay, I just felt the blade tips, and it looks like they're all done too, so we'll be able to fast track it also. Oh yeah, I saw the trailer for that, like the like Imperial Guard or whatever in the dungeon? I don't know. I don't know much about 40k lore. All of my, like, 40k lore comes from that fucking, parody series. The Emperor Texas Beach one. Dark Tide. Yeah, that sounds about right. Grimdark, the game. I talked about why I don't like 40k all that much on here before. My opinions haven't changed that much in the week or so since I talked about that. You know, none of the factions are like likable. Everybody's like a flaming asshole, not just to one another, but to, you know, each other, their own, you know, groups. You know, it seems kind of like depressing to play. You know, everybody constantly betraying one another and like getting in each other's way. Also, it's like, I mean, even the Tau do like quite a bit of mind control, I guess. You know, like they do seem like maybe the nicest in terms of, and like I think if I were to play an army, I'd play like the Tau like allies or whatever, and like Guzatia or something. Like the Imperial Guard or whatever that are allied with Tau. Like, I don't know, dude. Also the Imperium kind of gets like, you know, sort of like a focus shot. Does that make sense? Like, the Imperium is like where most of the lore comes from. I feel like most Imperium players would rather just play like 30k, with like the Horus Heresy shit. Yeah. I mean, that's, you know, understandable. I would say, like, for most people that is maybe, like, picking, you know, armies, that's maybe the reason, like, you might want to pick whatever army. So, like, for me, that'd maybe be Space Wolves. If their faces didn't look so hilariously ugly. Although I can work with hilariously ugly. Yeah. So let those dry a bit. I don't know. DACA. Yeah. No, I'd play orcs if you weren't. Let's be fucking real. I'd play them if you didn't. Work with what all the time? I'm dumb. Like, I have the memory of a goldfish. I'll say something and then like 10 seconds later somebody will call me out on it. I'll just be like, did I say that? Really? Oh, oof. Mood. Fucking mood right there, goddamn. Alright. Let's fucking do some glazing, boys. Glaze some donuts. By donuts, I mean croissant, maybe? I don't know. It kind of look like croissant. Vaguely. What's the other look? We're building up towards the tips. I want these to be kind of the darkest layer. Maybe I should just play Tyranids, you know? No, you just gonna... yeah. I got you. Maybe I should just play like Tyranids, you know? They're all about like just eating everything, right? That's like their whole thing, they eat everybody and everything. They're like trying to eat the galaxy or whatever. I feel like I can get behind that goal. You know, fuck this gay Earth, I'm just gonna destroy it all. That kind of shit. Feel like that's the fucking mood. Purity of instinct. Yeah, man. I do like this song. God damn, that's a good song. That's the fucking opening. What a banger. I'm really liking this play. I don't know. Feeling a little conflicted on it, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like mix some more of this stuff. I don't know what happens if I mix Blami and medium with gloss moon oil. That might be interesting to see. Alright, about 40 minutes left in our stream. Should be enough at least to for sure finish the weapons. I don't know, we might do some more stuff. I think we're gonna pretty much be wrapped up with the Kurnoth Hunters, and then I'll start working on a new model. Even if these aren't totally done by the time, you know, the stream ends, this may be the last stream for a few, you know, days at least that we'll be working on these. You know, we'll work on some other stuff, get some other stuff from attention. Maybe something of a different faction. I still need to finish my Stormcast, or at least the ones that are going to be in my City of the Sigmar army. I feel like I've heard this song. The Kurnoth? Yeah. Yeah, I would say they're pretty much table ready as it is. Maybe not quite to the same standard that I would want, or like a parade ready. They sound like pretty badass. They were absolute fucking shad during my fucking last game. They were just like tearing through hordes left and right. It was pretty crazy. Plus, because I was living city, I could deep strike them, like right into the enemy back line. They're normally like fairly slow, but with this, you know, they could just be there right away, and not have to worry about like getting across the battlefield or being, you know, mired down. But fuck me, they pretty much like half carried my game. Them and like my cavalry. My guard didn't like break, but they got knocked past basically. Like several like big like cav units of his, knocked past my like front line into the back lines and started like eating my, you know, my artillery, my shooting range, like all the like range stuff. Deep strike! I can deep strike half an army with Living City. That's just like one of their abilities. For every unit that I set up, I can set aside a deep strike on, you know, anywhere from round 1 to 4. Wherever I want, as long as they're a certain distance away from enemy. It's like really fucking good for ambush on me. And if you have like as much cav as I did that game, you know, I had Wild Riders, Demigryph Knight, these guys, like, those 3 units were all the deep strike units that I had. And then I also had Tree Remnant that could deep strike at will. And then I also had Sisters of Thorn, which is a cav riding wizard unit of 5. So they were dipping around the battlefield. So like basically they could be wherever I wanted them to at any time. It was like really fucking nuts. And like I said, they basically carried the game because they were able to like capture objectives and stuff while my back line was crumbling and my front line was like trying to figure out what to do. It was like a standard like hammer and anvil strat that I had going on. Except the hammer could show up at any time. And they could fight like pretty effectively even without an anvil. And the anvil just kind of got like walked around. He just didn't engage with them. So it made him like, and like I put him in sort of the wrong position. So he was just able to like get units past them and into the back line. Real bad. On my part. As I mentioned, though, I did get a win, barely. So, you know, all's well that ends well, for me. I think I'm gonna wait for these blades to dry, and then I'm gonna do like a silver edge highlight along the very like inner edge and stuff, the inner crescent, to sort of show off like the actual like blade part. And then I'll probably also be highlighting the silver part here, just a little bit. So we'll wait for that to dry well. Stretch out a bit and eat some more chips. Oh god, I had to do today is lie, sheet. What that fucking mean? You know what I mean? The eat hot chip meme. I'm a modern girl. All I know how to do is eat hot chip and lie. Oh, be bisexual, that was it. Oh, I guess I'm not a modern girl then. You guys can't hear me chewing, can you? That'd be real awkward. Trying to sit like pretty far away from the mic, so hopefully you can. Alright. I'm back from eating chips and being bisexual. And cheating and lying. I'm also back from the 90s. I'm wearing one of those, what's it called? Fanny packs. Oh, and use their phones, right? That's literally what I was doing. I was on my phone, dicking around. So, shit, I am a modern girl. Hi, I'm a trans girl. Call me, by she and her. I'm super gay. Or, lesbian, I guess. Thanks. Bamboozled again. Alright. Okay. Let's use some storm host silver, boys. Like a really bright silver. So it should look pretty good. Actually, wait. I'm gonna use Iron Breaker first for this. Because I know that this is gonna be dry. I don't know that that's dry yet, so that's why I'm doing that. Fucking miracle sound. I mean, he's real good, but like, I don't know, I keep getting surprised like every time I hear songs on here. I didn't expect like them to be royalty free, you know? Or, say for, Twitch stream. And if they aren't, I'm sorry. Yeah, because it's another metallic metal color on a metallic metal color, you're probably not going to see much of a difference. Which is fine, you know. I could honestly probably skip this step, and it looks just fine anyway. I'm almost more doing it just to burn time, while I wait for the blade to be dry. I'm almost applying this in the same way that I would like a glaze over this. I'm not super interested in like covering up the northern oil with the new iron color. I'm more just interested in adding a little bit more shine to it. A little bit more color. And then we'll be extra careful with the Stormhouse Silver. If we use it, we might not on this part. Actually, we probably will, because it's a bit too dark right now for my tea. It'll be a little bit brighter. What a bop, dude. Fucking bopping. My mouth is dry because I ate too many chips and was too bisexual. I feel like I've got to be doing something badass for this song. Instead, I'm sitting here painting. Real chill. Matt's giving me a fucking list, and I'm terrified. Got a corpse cart. Got fucking Grimghast. Got Graveguard. You still got his Direwolf. I'm scared, boys and girls, and everyone in between. Get run down by wolves while being loaded into the corpse cart by a bunch of Graveguard. Bonk me and send me to the horny jail. Man, I am rambling right now. I have nothing to talk about. Oh boy. Right. Fucking losing silver. Like bright silver. And like very noticeable silver. Fucking go, boys. I gotta shake this up real bad. I haven't used this stuff in a while, so kind of all the thick paint is kind of congealed to the bottom, and it's just like water on the top. Is that better? Oh, that's a bit better. Shake a little bit more. Alright, that should be better. There we go. Alright, so this is Stormhouse silver. Like a really bright silver. So, see how it looks in action. Yeah, you can kind of really see it. The issue is that it might be like really thin still. the edge there. I'll probably have to do a second coat of that. Cause, like I said, I think this is still like really thin. I don't know. Sometimes when I use this stuff, it doesn't like show up properly. So I'm like usually pretty disappointed by it. I do see it though, at least here and now. So there we go. We'll actually do through all of this as well. It's like spider webbing part. Just one coat though. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Real thin, and I'm not like putting it in the area that's super noticeable, but still. Alright, how does that look? You can see it, yeah, you can see it. I think that looks pretty good. Might add yet another glaze over that, but I'm not sure yet. Now let's do the bottom part. Bottom right matter. Yeah, look how that looks. I think that looks pretty good. I think I put it like right on the highlight there. Now we'll do the bottom part of that. Again, because bottom right matter. Okay. Maybe I added a little bit too much in the top part. Oh well. Use kind of the leader model so we can get it because of that. Oh yeah, I think that looks good. I'll even do the outside edge maybe. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay. Okay. Ah, we're almost done too. At least these guys. We still have an entire army to paint. It's taken what, a week? And we're still not technically done. We're just, you know, moving on to the next guys and then we'll be done. And then we'll maybe come back to these guys later. Although these are like a big, you know, big models. Normally for like small models, I'd say it'd take, you know, one doom to finish. Like if we were working on like an Eternal Guard model, we could probably crank that out in like one stream. Maybe two if I want to be like really fancy. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah. Now if I wanted to like fully finish this up, I'd do still have the horns to do. Still have these little like base areas down here. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do for those, and then basing it obviously. And then there's leaves. And those I'll do like a green. I think I'll just do like raw flesh and then maybe a lighter green, like tiny edge highlight on them, and then that's it. Oh, and then there's still some other like miscellaneous parts. The eyes, I want to do a different color. And then there's this bit down here that I haven't even like, sorry. There's this bit down here that I haven't even like touched. Like meant to be like the heart of them. So that's like all the things I need to do on these, or would have to do to call them done. And then maybe like adding purple to be like symbols here. Like a glowing purple effect similar to this. But, you know, I'd rather move on to other stuff first and then come back to these guys later. I feel like maybe picking these guys was a bit of a mistake in terms of like picking the first thing to do. Because there's kind of a lot to do. Like if I picked the dwarves next, it would be a hell of a lot easier because there's not as much space, just like physical space they take up. But B, they're not anywhere near as complex They're a lot more like simple in design, so I wouldn't have to worry about like, you know, leaves and shit, and like branches being in the way of other spots. So, and kind of the plan going forward. For now, though, I think we'll call these guys. I think we'll call them done for now. There's more to do on them, and I will do them eventually, but as established in the stream, I'm really fucking lazy. So we'll move on to the next thing. I think the question, obviously, is what do I do next? I think I want to do a different, like, inner faction. I do have, like, behind the Kurnoth Hunters, the rest of my, like, Sylvaneth guys. So there's this branch witch, with the big booby. Could do that. It would be in the same color scheme as these guys back here, for the most part. Oh, she got the booty, in case you were interested. Then there's the Tree Revenant. Again, they would be in a similar color scheme to those guys. But they wouldn't be as complex, but they'd still be pretty. She do got the booty. I've got a smaller version of it that is painted, over here. This would go on like a D&D mini, not a Warhammer mini. Yeah, she got the booty. She only do. I'd be doing a different color scheme, obviously, with this. It'd be the same color scheme that I've done with these guys. But still, you know. Again, we got these guys, and then we've got these guys. These are the evocators for the Stormcast Eternal. God, I forgot their faction name for a few minutes. I still got they're mostly finished. So it would be like a lot of detail work and like washes and stuff. But the end result for these guys should look pretty good. Obviously, we've got not this guy in particular, but the other guys from the faction like him. Actually, I think that's a her. And the Eternal Guard, they're the Wood Elf, like elite guard. I'd be doing them in the same color scheme as I've done the guy next to him. The green and like blonde look. So I think that'll look pretty good. And they'd be relatively easy to do, I think. Yeah. I think these guys might look pretty good. You can always look at the Hellblaster Volley Gun and its crew. Be a lot of wood and metal. And again with like bronze for the hammers here and the like chips and stuff. We've got the Warren. Shit. Doesn't fall off. I hope they don't all fall. We got both types of dwarves here. Iron Breaker here and Iron Drakes here. Those are both possibilities. Probably be a lot of like metal colors, again with bronze highlight. I don't think I'd actually change a whole lot on these guys. From like what their standard colors are. You have the hang glider. They look like this. I don't know what color they do for them, to be honest. Maybe more like muted, grittier looking green. Like browns and stuff. I think that might look good. Your general right here. He'll probably come close to matching, I think, the colors that the hang gonna do. Maybe like a dark green cloak, sort of reminiscent of the Lord of the Rings one. So with like chainmail armor and I don't know, maybe a white tabard or like a cream color tabard. I think that might look good. Yeah. Actually, I like that. I think we kind of got that blocked out right there. So we'll do him next. Obviously, this isn't the official Games Workshop model, but it looks close enough that I think nobody would mind me proxying it. And it doesn't have like the same hyper-Germanic look, so you can come up with like a custom lore for it, instead of it being sort of the German Empire, you know, look that the GW official ones have. With that, I think we're gonna start wrapping up the stream. We'll do this guy next stream. He'll be not as complex as these guys, so we might actually be able to finish him all up in the one stream. We'll see. So, yeah. With that, I'm gonna end the stream. Good night.